Imagine a world where nations, communities, and individuals live in harmony, not out of obligation, but out of a shared understanding of the balance and flow of the universe. Picture a world where conflict resolution is not based on power struggles or ideologies, but through deep respect for natural rhythms and the interconnectedness of all beings. This might sound like an idealistic dream, but it is a vision grounded in an ancient tradition, Taoism. Taoism, a philosophy that originated over 2,000 years ago in ancient China, offers profound insights into how we might live harmoniously, both with nature and each other. It invites us to seek peace not through force, but through understanding, yielding, and adapting to the natural flow of life, what Taoists call the Tao. In an age where global tensions are high and the future of peace seems increasingly uncertain, Taoist wisdom offers a refreshing and hopeful path forward. With 2025 just around the corner, it is essential to ask, can ancient Taoist principles help shape a more peaceful, compassionate, and sustainable world? In this essay, we will explore the key teachings of Taoism, how they relate to global peace, and why they are particularly relevant as we approach the next stage of human civilization. Welcome to the unfolding journey, where we dive into the depths of philosophy, spirituality, and history to uncover timeless wisdom that can guide us in navigating the complexities of modern life. Whether you're looking for personal growth, universal insights, or answers to the world's greatest questions, you've come to the right place. If you're fascinated by the intersection of ancient wisdom and contemporary challenges, make sure to subscribe to The Unfolding Journey and continue exploring these thought-provoking topics with us. The essence of Taoism, understanding its core principles. Taoism, or Taoism, is a philosophical and spiritual tradition that emphasizes living in harmony with the Tao of the Way, which is considered the fundamental principle that underlies and governs the universe. This concept, central to Taoism, is elusive and abstract, often described as a force that flows through all life, yet is beyond human understanding. The Tao is not a god, but rather an all-encompassing flow that connects everything in existence. At the heart of Taoist philosophy are several key concepts that promote peace, balance, and unity. These include the ideas of Wu Wei, non-action, yin and yang, the interdependent dualities of existence, and the notion of simplicity and humility. Wu Wei, the power of non-action. Wu Wei is perhaps the most famous Taoist concept, often translated as non-action or effortless action. However, it does not mean inaction in the literal sense. Instead, Wu Wei refers to the art of aligning oneself with the natural flow of the universe, acting with spontaneity and ease rather than through forceful effort. In the context of global peace, Wu Wei suggests that peace cannot be imposed through military force or coercion, but must emerge organically from a deep understanding and respect for the forces at play in the world. Imagine a world where leaders, instead of seeking dominance or control, acted with the understanding that conflict resolution comes from listening, adapting, and allowing solutions to emerge naturally. In the Taoist worldview, a peaceful society is one where people live in accordance with the natural rhythms of life, yielding when necessary and exerting energy only when it is needed. This attitude can help us imagine a world where diplomacy, understanding, and compromise are prioritized over force and power. Yin and yang, the balance of opposites. The concept of yin and yang represents the dual nature of existence. These two forces are opposites but are not in conflict. Rather, they are interdependent, each containing the seed of the other. Day and night, light and dark, male and female. Each force complements the other, and the harmony between them is what allows life to exist in balance. In the context of global peace, the idea of yin and yang reminds us that conflict is an inherent part of life. Peace does not mean the absence of conflict, but rather the balance between opposing forces. The ongoing struggle for power and resources between nations, for example, may seem like an unavoidable reality, but it is the understanding of yin and yang that encourages us to see both sides as necessary for growth and harmony. True peace, Taoism teaches us, is found not in eliminating conflict, but in embracing it as a natural part of existence and seeking equilibrium. Simplicity and humility, living with clarity and purpose. Taoism also emphasizes the importance of simplicity and humility. In the Tao Te Ching, Laozi, one of the central figures in Taoism, advises that those who know do not speak. Those who speak do not know. This wisdom advocates for a quiet, contemplative approach to life, where unnecessary noise, distractions, and excess are avoided. This simplicity encourages a life of clarity, where we act with purpose and without the clutter of unnecessary ambition or ego. When we bring this teaching to the global stage, it suggests that peace can only be achieved when nations and individuals shed the excesses of greed, materialism, and pride. Simplicity in lifestyle and thought leads to clarity in action. A world that embraces humility and simplicity would, according to Taoist principles, naturally gravitate towards a peaceful existence, where people work together for the common good rather than for personal gain.
Taoist wisdom and global peace, a vision for 2025. As we look ahead to 2025, the world faces a host of challenges: geopolitical tensions, economic inequality, environmental crises, and social unrest. Many people around the world are struggling with feelings of disillusionment, as traditional systems of governance and power seem ill-equipped to address the deep-rooted problems facing humanity. In this context, Taoist wisdom offers a radical yet hopeful alternative for approaching global peace. Embracing the flow of change. Taoism teaches that change is inevitable and that resisting it only creates suffering. Just as water carves its path through rock over time, we too must adapt to the changing tides of history. The crises we face today are not isolated events but part of a larger flow of change that has been unfolding for millennia. Instead of resisting these changes with force or fear, Taoism encourages us to adapt and evolve with them. In the coming years, the ability of global leaders and individuals to embrace change with humility, to allow transformation to unfold naturally, may determine the future of peace. By embracing the principle of Wu Wei, acting in harmony with the world's natural course, we may begin to create systems and policies that reflect the interconnectedness of all life. The role of diplomacy and nonviolence. In a world where military interventions, political maneuvering, and economic sanctions often dominate international relations, Taoist philosophy invites us to reconsider the role of diplomacy and nonviolence. Just as the Taoist sage does not force their will upon the world but acts in harmony with it, so too can world leaders prioritize peaceful negotiations and nonviolent methods of resolving disputes. By prioritizing open dialogue, listening to the needs of all parties, and striving for cooperation rather than dominance, countries could find new ways of interacting that are rooted in mutual respect and understanding. This approach is not about avoiding conflict altogether but about seeking solutions that allow all sides to coexist peacefully, respecting the balance between opposing forces. Creating a global culture of interconnectedness. The Taoist idea that all things are interconnected speaks to the need for a global culture that transcends borders and recognizes the shared fate of humanity. Environmental degradation, poverty, and conflict are not isolated issues but interconnected challenges that affect the entire world. To address these problems, we must adopt a worldview that sees all people as part of a greater whole and emphasizes cooperation over competition. In 2025 and beyond, we can envision a world where technology, education, and global communication foster this sense of interconnectedness. By embracing Taoist principles, individuals and nations alike can work towards a future where the well-being of one is seen as the well-being of all. Through a collective effort to honor the earth, respect human dignity, and create systems of equality and justice, we can begin to cultivate a true culture of peace. Challenges and opportunities, the road ahead. While the wisdom of Taoism provides a hopeful vision for the future, implementing its principles on a global scale is not without challenges. The deeply ingrained structures of power, greed, and competition that dominate much of modern society would need to be fundamentally reimagined in order for Taoist ideals to take root. This requires a shift in consciousness, one that values cooperation over conquest, humility over pride, and sustainability over short-term gain. However, the challenges we face today also present significant opportunities for change. With the world becoming increasingly interconnected through technology and communication, we are presented with an unprecedented opportunity to build a global community that transcends national borders and conflicts. As people around the world become more aware of the urgent need for environmental and social justice, there is a growing movement toward creating systems that align with the principles of balance, harmony, and interconnectedness. If Taoist wisdom can inspire a shift in global consciousness, it may be possible to create a world where peace is not just an ideal, but a lived reality. The next decade could very well mark the beginning of a new era, one where humanity moves toward collective harmony, peace, and sustainability. Taoism offers a timeless wisdom that is more relevant today than ever before. As we look to the future, Taoist principles, such as Wu Wei, the balance of yin and yang, and simplicity, provide powerful tools for fostering global peace. By embracing the interconnectedness of all life and learning to act in harmony with the natural flow of existence, we can build a world that prioritizes cooperation, understanding, and mutual respect. As we move toward 2025, let us reflect on how we, as individuals and as a collective, can embody the teachings of Taoism in our daily lives and in our interactions with others. The road to global peace may not be easy, but it is a path worth walking, one that requires us to embrace change, practice humility, and live with intention. If you found the Taoist vision for global peace inspiring, make sure to subscribe to The Unfolding Journey. By subscribing, you'll continue exploring profound philosophical ideas, practical wisdom, and insights that can help guide you on your own journey towards a more peaceful and harmonious life. Join us and let's keep unfolding the wisdom that shapes our world. Subscribe now and stay connected for more transformative content.